How to make them miss you badly by adopting these 4 Stoic principles. What if the secret to being unforgettable isn't about chasing someone's attention, but about mastering your own heart and mind? Imagine a life where your happiness doesn't depend on a text reply, a fleeting glance, or someone else's approval. Instead, you radiate a quiet confidence that draws people in, making them miss you without you even trying. Sounds like a dream, right? But it's not, it's the Stoic way. Welcome to the Stoic Path, a channel dedicated to the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, crafted for those of you aged 25 to 40 who are seeking resilience, purpose, and inner peace. Today, we're diving into 4 Stoic principles that will transform how you approach relationships and personal growth. These aren't manipulative tactics, they're about becoming so grounded in your own strength that others can't help but feel your absence. Stay with us, because every moment of this video is designed to guide you toward a more fulfilling, Stoic life. Let's begin. 1. Releasing the desire to control. Have you ever spent hours agonizing over something you can't change? Maybe it's a delayed flight, a friend's cold response, or a partner who seems distant. We've all been there, pouring energy into trying to bend the world to our will, only to end up frustrated and drained. The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, had a profound insight: much of our stress comes from trying to control what's beyond our reach. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's within our power, our thoughts, our choices, our reactions, and let go of the rest. You can't control whether someone texts you back, but you can control how you respond. You can't force someone to miss you, but you can choose to live with dignity and purpose. This shift isn't about giving up, it's about reclaiming your power. By focusing on your inner world, you build patience, understanding, and resilience, qualities that create a calm, unshakable presence. Let's make this practical. The next time you're tempted to obsess over someone's silence or a situation gone wrong, pause. Take a deep breath and ask, what's in my control right now? Maybe it's going for a run, writing in a journal, or calling a friend who lifts you up. These small acts of self-mastery don't just reduce stress, they make you magnetic. People are drawn to those who handle life's chaos with grace, because it's a rare and powerful trait. But why does this make you missable? When you stop chasing outcomes and start living authentically, you create a void that others feel. They notice your strength, your calm, your independence. Suddenly, they're the ones wondering why you're not chasing them anymore. That's the Stoic paradox: by letting go, you become unforgettable. 2. Self-growth over external validation. In a world of social media likes, retweets, and instant feedback, it's easy to tie your worth to what others think. Maybe you felt your mood swing based on a comment, a like, or a lack thereof. It's a trap we all fall into, seeking happiness from external sources, especially in relationships. But Stoicism offers a different path. Seneca, one of the great Stoic thinkers, taught that true joy comes from within, from cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. Think about a time you chased someone's approval. Maybe you stayed up late crafting the perfect message, hoping they'd see your value. Or perhaps you dimmed your personality to fit what you thought they wanted. It's exhausting, and when the validation doesn't come, it hurts. Stoicism flips this script: instead of seeking others' praise, invest in yourself. Learn a new skill, like playing the guitar or cooking a new cuisine. Dive into a passion, like photography or meditation. Reflect on your values, what makes you, you, and live by them, even when no one's watching. Here's a real story to bring this to life. Meet Alex, a 28-year-old marketing assistant who felt stuck in a cycle of seeking validation from his girlfriend. He'd overanalyze every interaction, constantly trying to prove his worth. When she grew distant, he was crushed. Then he discovered Stoicism through a podcast. Inspired, Alex started small. He took up journaling, asking himself each night, did I act with integrity today? Did I grow? He enrolled in a public speaking course, something he'd always feared, and began volunteering at a local community center. Over months, Alex transformed. He wasn't just happier, he was thriving. His girlfriend noticed his confidence, his passion, and suddenly, she was the one reaching out. But by then, Alex realized his worth didn't depend on her. He was enough. This is the Stoic secret: when you focus on self-growth, you become naturally attractive. People are drawn to those who are confident, passionate, and authentic. The less you chase validation, the more others are drawn to you, because you're living your truth. So, redirect your energy. Instead of waiting for someone to miss you, invest in becoming someone you admire. Pick up that book you've been meaning to read. Sign up for that course. Spend an hour reflecting on what matters most to you. This journey of self-discovery doesn't just make you happier, it makes you unforgettable. 3. Independence and emotional resilience. Life throws curveballs. A friend cancels plans last minute. A date goes silent after a great night. A colleague snaps at you for no reason. These moments can send us into an emotional spiral if we let them. But Stoicism offers a powerful antidote: emotional resilience. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who rose from slavery, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Emotional resilience isn't about suppressing your feelings. It's about understanding them and choosing how to respond. Imagine someone ignores your message. Your first instinct might be to feel rejected or angry. Stoicism invites you to pause and ask, is this worth my peace? Can I control their actions? By focusing on what you can control, your response, you reclaim your emotional freedom. Maybe you choose to let it go and focus on your day. Maybe you reach out to someone else who values you. Either way, you're in the driver's seat. This independence doesn't mean you're cold or detached. In fact, it strengthens your relationships. When you're not reliant on someone else for your happiness, you connect from a place of strength, not neediness. You love because you choose to, not because you fear being alone. This creates deeper, more authentic bonds based on mutual respect. Let's try a Stoic practice. For 1 week, keep a resilience journal. Each time you feel upset, write down 3 things: the event, your initial reaction, and a Stoic response. For example, if a coworker dismisses your idea, you might feel hurt. A Stoic response could be, "I can't control their opinion, but I can keep contributing my best." This practice rewires your mind, making you less reactive and more grounded. Over time, you'll notice you're not just stronger, you're calmer, more present. And here's why this matters for relationships: emotional resilience is magnetic. People are drawn to those who handle life's ups and downs with grace. When you're not rattled by every slight or setback, you stand out. They start to miss your steady presence, your ability to stay true to yourself no matter what. That's the power of Stoic resilience. 4. Developing a meaningful existence. At the heart of Stoicism is a call to live with purpose. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Live a good life. If there are gods and they are just, then they will not care how devout you have been, but will welcome you based on the virtues you have lived by." For the Stoics, a meaningful life isn't about chasing wealth, fame, or external success. It's about aligning your actions with your values and contributing to the world around you. Creating a meaningful life starts with tough questions. What do you stand for? Maybe it's kindness, creativity, or integrity. Live those values every day, even in small ways. Hold the door for a stranger. Listen deeply when a friend needs to talk. Stand up for what's right, even when it's uncomfortable. These acts, rooted in Stoic virtue, weave a life of purpose. Stoicism also reminds us that life is fleeting. The challenges we face, heartbreak, rejection, loss, are temporary. By embracing this, we learn to savor the present. Take a moment to notice the warmth of your coffee cup, the sound of birds outside, or a smile from a loved one. These simple joys, grounded in the here and now, make life rich. Let's look at another example. Maya, a 35-year-old teacher, felt unappreciated in her social circle. She used to bend over backward to please others, but it left her empty. Inspired by Stoicism, she started volunteering at a local animal shelter, a cause she cared about deeply. She also began meditating daily, reflecting on her values. Over time, Maya's life felt fuller, not because others noticed, but because she was living for herself. Her friends started reaching out more, drawn to her newfound sense of purpose. But Maya realized something bigger: her joy didn't depend on them. She was living a life that mattered. This is what makes you missable. When you live with intention, you radiate purpose. You're not chasing approval, you're too busy building a life you love. People feel that energy. They miss the way you inspire them, the way you live with conviction. By focusing on what truly matters, you create a legacy that lingers in their hearts. Bringing it all together. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a roadmap for a richer life. By letting go of control, you free yourself from stress and become a calm, steady presence. By prioritizing self-growth, you build a life so vibrant that others are naturally drawn to you. By cultivating emotional resilience, you navigate life's storms with grace, making your strength unforgettable. And by living with purpose, you create a legacy that resonates long after you've left the room. Let's add one more layer of analysis. In today's hyper-connected world, where social media amplifies our need for validation, Stoicism is more relevant than ever. Every notification pulls us toward external approval, but Stoicism pulls us back to ourselves. It reminds us that true happiness isn't in the likes, the texts, or the fleeting moments of attention. It's in the life we build, the values we uphold, and the peace we cultivate within. Try this challenge: pick one Stoic principle from today and apply it for a week. Maybe it's pausing before reacting to a slight, investing in a new skill, or reflecting on your values. Share your experience in the comments. We'd love to hear how it's transforming your life. And if this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe to the Stoic Path for more wisdom to live better every day. Final thoughts. As we close, let's reflect on what it means to be missable. It's not about playing games or chasing attention. It's about becoming someone who lives with purpose, resilience, and authenticity. When you embody these Stoic principles, you don't just make others miss you, you create a life so full that you miss nothing. You become your own lighthouse, guiding yourself through any storm. So, go out there and walk the Stoic path. Live with intention. Love with freedom. And let your light shine so brightly that the world feels its warmth, even in your absence. Until next time, keep exploring the journey within.